Spriggina is a genus of early bilaterian animals whose relationship to living animals is unclear. Fossils of Spriggina are known from the Ediacaran period, around 550 million years ago. The organism reached about 3–5 centimeters in length and may have been predatory. Its bottom was covered with 2 rows of tough interlocking plates, while 1 row covered its top. Its front few segments fused to form a head, which may have borne eyes and antennae. Spriggina's affinity is currently unknown. It has been variously classified as an annelid worm, a rangeomorph-like frond, a variant of Charniodiscus, a proarticulatan, or an arthropod perhaps related to the trilobites, or even an extinct phylum. Lack of known segmented legs or limbs, and glide reflection instead of symmetric segments, suggest an arthropod classification is premature despite some superficial resemblance. Spriggina flindersii is the official fossil emblem of South Australia. It has been found nowhere else. Morphology. Spriggina grew to around 3 centimeters in length and was approximately oblong. The organism was segmented, with no fused segments, with the segments sometimes being curved. The upper surface of the organism was covered by 1 row of overlapping cuticular plates. The underside, paired plates. The first 2 segments formed a head. The front segment was the shape of a horseshoe, with a pair of depressions on its upper surface which may represent eyes. The second segment may have borne antennae. Subsequent segments bore annulations. Some fossils have what may be a circular mouth at the center of the semicircular head, although interpretation is hampered by the small size of the creature relative to the large grains of sandstones in which it is preserved. Legs are not preserved. The symmetry observed is not exactly bilaterian, but appears to be a glide reflection, where opposite segments are shifted by half an interval. In some specimens the body segments tilt backwards, making roughly chevron patterns, while in others they are more or less straight. There appear to be fairly complex variations between these 2 extremes. Fossil occurrences. Spriggina is known only from beds of Ediacaran age. Fossils from the Vindihan, reliably dated to around 1,200 million years old, have been classified as Spriggina, but in all likelihood represent microbial artifacts. Spriggina possessed a tough, though uncalcified body, evident from the fossil's preservation, always as of mold in the lower surface of the fossiliferous bed. Affinity. Like many of the Ediacaran biota, the relationship of Spriggina to other groups is unclear. It bears some similarity to the living polychaete worm Tomopteris and Amphinomedy, but its lack of chaetae, along with other lines of evidence, suggests that it cannot be placed in this phylum. It was also compared to the rangeomorphs, frond as members of the Ediacaran biota that may represent a separate kingdom. While its glide symmetry may suggest otherwise, Spriggina is considered by some other researchers to be an arthropod. Its superficial resemblance to the trilobites may suggest a close relationship to this class. Or the similarity can be another example of convergent evolution. Spriggina may have been predatory and may have played a role in initiating the Cambrian transition. History. The genus was named after Reg Sprigg, who discovered the fossils of the Ediacaran Hills, part of the Flinders Ranges in South Australia, and was a proponent of their recognition as multicellular organisms. Spriggina flindersii is at present the only generally accepted species in this genus. The specific name flindersii refers to amateur South Australian fossil hunter Ben Flounders. Spriggina ovata has now been moved into its own genus, Merriwatia. See also: Georgia, Dickinsonia, List of Ediacaran genera. References. External links. Google image search, Spriggina,